Oh, it's you. Have you encountered some troubles with your studies? Don't be afraid to tell Madame Faruzan. I'll give you all the help you need. Of course, if you are in need of some life advice, feel free to consult with me as well. I'm quite comfortable. Don't worry, I'm not one of those crabby old geezers who love to find fault with everything. I'm usually quite easy to please. Don't you believe me? Maybe I do nitpick every once in a while, but only with disrespectful students. Or those nonsensical rules at the academia. You're very agreeable, and the scenery here is quite lovely, so why wouldn't I like it here? One does not run into youngsters as kind and considerate as yourself nowadays. Let's say, hypothetically, I were to discover some design flaws after staying here for some time. You wouldn't mind if I shared them with you, would you? Good, good. It seems like I'll be able to research my interests here to my heart's content after all. Could you get me some pens and paper? When I arrived in this realm for the first time, I was very surprised indeed by the unique configuration. Just what kind of mechanism allows all of this to be ensconced in its single teapot? I need to do some research. But it wouldn't be polite to leave you with piles of notes everywhere. Good, good. It seems like I'll be able to research my interests here to my heart's content after all. Even if it ends up taking me another 100 years. I will be quite content here. Oh, it's you. Have you encountered some troubles with your studies? Of course. Speaking of chatting, I once contemplated this concept in quite some depth. So here's a question for you. What sets conversation apart from other means of information exchange, such as debate or passing on a message? That's exactly right. We want to learn more about the other person's feelings, opinions, and preferences. Plus, conversing also allows us to share interesting experiences, as well as ease each other's burdens. The exact topic of the conversation doesn't matter, as long as you're learning about the other person. Or, to put it another way, every topic matters. For those who care about you, even the most trivial things about your life will be worth their full attention. Alas, I regret to say in the past, I have never had the time to consider the value of conversation. Day after day, I shut myself in and toiled away at my research. Even when I was out traveling in foreign lands, I made sure to keep my letters to friends and family short and to the point. I never shared any bad news, only the good. I dare say that I earned the title of a scholar. Yet I cannot call myself a good daughter, student, or friend. Thank you for your concern. But there's no need to fret. You know me. I'm not one to dwell endlessly on the past. I say all this only as a reminder to myself. It's important to appreciate what you have in the here and now, to value and cherish the people you are close to. All right, there's no need to flatter me. If you agree with my sentiments, why don't you help me put them into practice? As someone I greatly value, you may occasionally find yourself in receipt of a letter from me, or indeed I may approach directly for a face-to-face conversation. I just hope you won't find me to be excessively chatty. Oh, it's you. Of course. I'm trying to figure out what the kids from the desert might enjoy. Would they prefer snacks or toys? Do you have some time to help me out? A colleague of mine left the academia some time ago to return to the desert as a teacher. I received a missive from her the other day. She was wondering if I had any interest in paying her a visit, and perhaps holding a few literacy classes for the students. So you haven't forgotten about my wish. But the point of this trip would be to just help them learn to read some of the most commonly used words. We want to make reading easier for them so they can hopefully discover more interests on their own. If some of the seeds that we plant today can take root and grow into lofty trees in the future, that is enough for me. Whether they choose to pursue the same field of research as me is a separate matter. Ultimately, it will all depend on their natural aptitude. Look at you, trying to figure me out. Do I detect someone is getting a little too big for their boots? There's no point in teaching you a different kind of lesson right this moment, though. I still need time to finish some prep. Speaking of prep... drat. It just came back to me. A little while ago, the Academia announced a new set of rules for off-site teaching. Every instructor must fill out a whole set of application forms. What a nuisance. Oh well, to the ends of the ruins with that. When they find me out, I'll just say my memory failed me. It's not like they can do anything to me. Planning for my visit to the desert is far more important. Why don't you come with me to pick out some gifts? Snacks and toys? Let's get a good selection of both. Oh, it's you. Have you encountered... Of course. Good morning. And suddenly the whole day seems a bit brighter. Oh, it's you. Have you... Of course. Oh. Can't keep your eyes open anymore? That means you worked hard today. Anything you didn't complete can be finished up tomorrow. Get some good rest. Have fun with this gift!